Hello everyone, welcome to Aptly Place Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from two important newspapers. The first being the Hindu and the other is the Indian Express. So the most important news and editorial of the day would be discussed in this session. Let's get started with today's news list. So today is 6th of January. The first topic is Water Bird Status Survey Report, that is for 2022. We'll understand the detail about this. Second is Australia and Japan to sign Security Cooperation Treaty. This is something with regards to the threat perception that is coming from the China in the Indo-Pacific region. The third being North Korea fires suspected ballistic missile into sea. We'll see the concern that has been raised despite several sanctions that has been coming to the North Korea. The second last is traditional vaccine as effective, says scientists. We'll see what the US scientist and the other vaccine expert has to say in terms of the traditional vaccine developments. The last is an editorial, Minding the Gender Gap. This is an editorial from Indian Express. So this particular editorial focuses upon the recent bill that was passed for the increase of the women age for marriage from 18 to 21. We'll understand the detail of this as well. Apart from this, at the end of this video, there would be some MCQ based question. These questions would be based on current affairs so that you can get familiar with the questions that UPSC can ask you in the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further delay, let's get started. And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Aptly Place Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, you find this video informative and helpful, do not forget to press a like button. So starting with the first news of the day, that is Water Bird Status Survey 2022. This particular news is important for General Studies Paper 2, precisely Paper 3, Conservation, Environmental Pollutions, Degradation and EIA. Right? So the bird census status report is something which is precisely important for your prelims examination. You cannot expect a question on means. So according to a latest census report, it has been reported that Chilka Lake, the Asia's largest brackish water lagoon, has witnessed almost 10.74 lakhs of birds, including the uncommon Mongolian gull, visiting water body Odisha this winter. So this particular area, Chilka Lake, is something very important for the migratory birds, right? Specifically for uncommon birds that is not seen entirely anywhere in India is being found to be witnessed in this particular region. So the census was jointly conducted by the Odisha Wildlife Organizations, Chilka Development Authority, and Bombay Natural Historical Society. So this particular news is also, this term is important. आपसे ये पूछा जा सकता है, which among the following organization is a part of this survey? So you can see this is the flamingo, which used to report there in the Chilka Lake, and the number is too large. And they stay for some days, and again they go way back to Siberia. Now, more about the survey. As per the Water Bird Status Survey 2022, it was conducted that Chilka has witnessed 10,74,173 birds. Among them was 107 species that were reported, and 37,953 individual, that is 76 wetland dependent species, were counted in the entire location. So the counting took place, and last year, अगर बात करें चिल्का की, this has recorded over 12 lakhs of migratory bird in the region of Chilka. So members who were the part of the census also reported sight of seeing the Mongolian gull, right? For more details, you can refer to the images in the Google. You'll come to know what is Mongolian gull and how does it look like. Now, how many people were actually deployed to count? So a total of 106 personnel, including the bird expert and the government and non-government organization, were deployed to count the number of the birds that were in the part of Chilka region. And the great flamingo count in the current season was highest in the last decade. पिछले 10 सालों में flamingo की जो count है, that is among the highest, right? And it is mostly due to the appropriate management of mud flat. This is what the CAT has to say, right? The Chilka Development Authorities हैं, उन्होंने कहा है कि उन्होंने mud flat बनाई है, which is a favorable area, or you can say the ambience that promote more and more flamingo come into the region. Now, Chilka hosts the bird migratory from thousands of miles away from, that is from the Caspian Seas, Lake Baikal, Aral Seas. ये सारे regions से आते हैं. Even if you see the country from which these flamingo are traveling, they're traveling a lot more distance coming way back to from Russia, Mongolia, Central and Southern East Asia, Ladakh, and Himalayas, right? So these birds are the migratory birds that follow a long journey, which is humanly not possible. And wing gazed find two ways: the mud feed and abundant fish stock, which is suitable for their congregations. Right? So there's a place which is suitable, make them more comfortable to reach there and stay for some time. Now, the other news: Australia and Japan to sign security cooperation treaty. This particular news is important for General Studies paper 2, security, regional and grouping and agreements. So what has happened that recently Australia and Japan, they are looking to sign a treaty where they're looking forward to enhance their security and defense cooperation. और ये जो meeting होनी है ये virtual meeting होगी, and this meeting is something which is very important. They would be setting a standard that how the Russia, basically talking about Russia की part वो हम आगे discuss करेंगे. Precisely talking about Australia and Japan, these two extents are very important in terms of building healthy relationship. So the latest move that was taken by the countries aimed at strengthening the China's rising military power and economic clout in the Indo-Pacific region. And Indo-Pacific region is a concern for India, is a concern for United States, is a concern for Russia, and is a concern for Japan. Many other countries concern the Indo-Pacific region, which still is considered to be the part of dominance by China. Now, more about the treaty that was signed between these two countries. So, the treaty is a statement between both nations' commitment towards strategic security challenges, where they would promote a stable and secure Indo-Pacific region. Right? ये जो agreement की गई है, this agreement form a framework of defense cooperation between two countries. और ऑस्ट्रेलिया और जापान की अगर बात करें, they would also discuss the partnership on clean energy, critical technologies, and material. Right? So this is a holistic sort of agreement, virtual agreement that would take place between Australia and Japan, right? And something which is against, no, in terms of promoting the neutrality in the Indo-Pacific region, India would also favor to some extent the the lateral but the bilateral engagement that is taking place between Australia and Japan. Now, AUKUS Trilateral Security Pact की अगर बात करें, how this is going to be helpful. So in September, actually, what has happened that Australia signed the AUKUS Trilateral Security Pact with the United States and Britain, under those who the country that pledged to help Australia to acquire the nuclear power submarine, right? So these countries were almost of the notion, and they want that Australia should definitely acquire a nuclear power submarine, and US is also giving the backing. The Britain is also giving a backing to this, right? So because of this deal, which calls कि रशिया के पास भी nuclear power submarine होनी चाहिए, इस डिसीजन के बाद China was upset, and they said that this will intensify the race of undermined international non-proliferation effort. So China was actually not happy with the decision that was taken by the United States and Britain to provide Australia with the nuclear power submarines. And the US and Australia, along with India, Japan, and also the other member, has led to the Quad membership, जो Quad की membership है, which is again very important and very significant multilateral forum, जहाँ पे चाइना के इस तरह की growing initiatives को curb करने में बहुत हद तक मदद मिलेगी. Now, the other news, that is North Korea files suspected ballistic missiles into sea. This particular news is also very important in terms of understanding how the ballistic missile development is taking place across the world. So this particular news is important for General Studies paper 2, effect of policies and politics for developed and developing countries. So what has recently happened that North Korea has fired a suspected ballistic missile into the sea of East Coast. This is first of such launch that took place. Basically, इससे पहले जो launch हुई थी वो अक्टूबर में हुई थी, and this is the first launch that is considered for 2022. Right? So the missile has landed in the water bodies between the Korean Peninsula and Japan, and this bring the condemnations from South Korea and Japan. तो इस डिसीजन को साउथ कोरिया ने कंडेम किया, एंड इवन द जापान हैज कंडेम्ड this action that was taken by the North Korea in terms of firing the suspected ballistic missile in the off-sea East Coast. So UN ने भी नॉर्थ कोरिया को प्रोहिबिट किया है इस तरह के बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल की एक्टिविटीज से, एंड इवन द न्यूक्लियर वेपन टेस्ट was banned and prohibited by the UN authorities. But despite this fact, the North Korea has taken this decision, which is alarming for all the global leaders. सो कौन कौन से कंट्रीज हैं जिन्होंने इस चीज को लेकर के कंसर्न रेज की है? यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स डेफिनेटली, जापान, साउथ कोरिया बीइंग इमीडिएट नेबर, और चाइना ने इस चीज पे अभी तक अपनी कोई पैसिव, इट्स रिमेन टू बी पैसिव एंड इट हैज नॉट शोन एनी, इट हैज नॉट मेक एनी ऑफिशियल रिमार्क। इंडिया ने इस कंटेक्स्ट में अभी तक कोई बातें नहीं की है। Now, strengthening military capabilities, this is the main rationale behind this, what the North Korea has to say. So, the North Korea leader, you must be familiar with him, is a Kim Jong-un. He said that is further strengthening his military capacity without disclosing any new policy towards United States or South Korea. So definitely the sanction which is there by the United States need to take place with all its adherence. And if any violation take place, definitely United States or South Korea would reach out to you and ask them to be more stringent in terms of sanctioning the North Korea. तो नॉर्थ कोरिया ने अपने कंटिन्यू एडवांसमेंट में इस तरह की ऑलरेडी बहुत सारी इनिशिएटिव्स ली हैं, जहाँ पे उन्होंने हाइपरसोनिक मिसाइल को टेस्ट किया है। दिस इज अ ट्रेन बेस्ड ballistic missiles, a new range of cruise missile that was tested. Ballistic missiles are considered to be more threatening than a cruise missile, right? So अगर ballistic missiles पे यूपीएससी प्रीलिम्स में सवाल पूछती, so you have to be concept clear that यहाँ पे कुछ concept पूछे जा सकते हैं। हमारे पास इंडिया में भी ballistic missiles हैं, लास्ट 5 हैं और सारे missiles हैं, but the core concept is this is more threatening that cruise missile, and that can carry more powerful payloads and have a longer range and fly faster. So this is a more advanced version compared to any other cruise mission. Now, traditional vaccine just effective as the other vaccine. This is what the scientist and the expert has to say. This particular news is important for General Studies Paper 2, issues related to development and management of health. So, according to the US scientist and vaccine developers, Peter Hotez, he has said that जो biological vaccine अभी बनी है, जो company है Biological E, they have manufactured Covovax, और भारत बायोटेक की नई वैक्सीन है कोवैक्सीन. This has been made traditionally by just as effective as mRNA टेक्नोलॉजी, जो किसी और वैक्सीन बनाई गई है जिस टेक्नोलॉजी, चाहे वो कोविडशील्ड हो या और भी मोनिटेरा हो, इस तरह की जो वैक्सीन बनी है that is based on mRNA, but this vaccine is also very effective. This is what the expert has to say. So always there is a confusion among the citizen that which is the best vaccine to take, but the expert has made it clear that these two are on the par lines. Now the expert says that research team would transfer the productions technology companies such as which is established in India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, बोत्साना फॉर फ्री ऑफ पेटेंट्स, राइट? पेटेंट्स के लिए ये अप्लाई करेंगे. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द यूएस साइंटिस्ट एंड वैक्सीन डेवलपर्स, जो ट्रेडिशनल प्रोटीन सब यूनिट वैक्सीन है या फिर जो लाइव इनएक्टिव वैक्सीन होते हैं, दे आर चीपर कंपेयर टू द अदर स्केल ऑफ प्रोडक्ट, एंड इवन it can be available more to the low and middle income countries, right? We have seen that the new variant of Omicron, right, जो Omicron की variant है, that has arises from South Africa because of the reason because most of the people were not actually vaccinated, right? Now, focus on quantity की बात की गई है. जो वैक्सीन डेवलपर्स हैं, they are of the opinion that that even after 3 to 4 doses, जो mRNA वैक्सीन है, that is not as effective as it was anticipated, right? Because Omicron से अभी भी लोग इन्फेक्ट हैं, and it is necessary to balance the portfolio. Portfolio by portfolio, this expert mean कि जो variety of vaccines हैं, no, कई बार कोविशील्ड के साथ ये ऐसी बात हो रही थी कि मिक्सिंग ऑफ वैक्सीन होनी चाहिए, चाहे वो एक बार कोवैक्सीन हो या फिर एक बार कोवैक्स हो, राइट? सो द मिक्सिंग ऑफ वैक्सीन इज ऑल्सो हेल्पिंग टू बूस्ट द इम्यूनिटी. दिस इज वॉट द एक्सपर्ट आर ऑफ द ओपिनियन, बट इसके क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स अभी हुए नहीं है. दैट इज अ रीजन बीइंग द गवर्नमेंट हैज नॉट अलाउड द इंटरमिक्सिंग ऑफ वैक्सीन्स, बट द एक्सपर्ट सेज दैट इट वुड वर्क डेफिनेटली फाइन. एंड ट्रेडिशनल वैक्सीन की अगर बात करें, सच एज विवियोन विच इज एंटायर वायरस पार्टिकल या फिर सब यूनिट ऑफ पैथोजन पैगमेंट्स की अगर बात करें, जो इनएक्टिव पार्टिकल्स होते हैं, their entire body and antigen triggers the immune response. So this particular is also very effective in terms of triggering the immune response and making our immune response more receptive to the any virus or pathogens. So mRNA or DNA vaccines contain modified genes that use for the body cells to make immune system more in terms of producing the antigen and immune trigger antigens, right? So this is how this would actually functioning. And for you in the prelims examination, antigen, T4 cell, T4 lending cells, and how the immunity is actually working, what is spike protein, how does the virus affect the spike protein, these basics concept would be very important to understand because a question can arise in prelims examination. Now, the other news, this is an editorial from the Indian Express, Minding the Gender Gap. This particular news is important for Gender Studies Paper 1, Role of Women and Women Organization, Population Associated Issues, Poverty and Development Issue. Also, this particular news is important for Gender Studies Paper 2, Government Policies and Intervention for the Development of Various Sector and Issues arising from it. So, what is under this editorial? Briefly, I'll be just talking about three subunits under this. The first being the background, the other is the global convention and rule that everyone is following. We'll detail this also, the convention and the rules, and the way forward, right? So, the entire theme of this editorial is equality for women, right? So, what in terms of equality, we're talking about how this can be promoted to a larger extent. We'll see that. So, if you talk about India, India has taken a progressive steps in terms of realizing the goal 5 of the SDG. जो हमारे सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल है उसकी जो टारगेट 5 है उसमें ये कहा गया है दैट ईच एंड एवरी नेशन शुड फॉर्मुलेट अ पॉलिसी टू अचीव जेंडर इक्वालिटी, right? So gender equality is pivotal and very important for each and every country that has already rectified the sustainable development goal, which is inevitable for India to achieve this, right? तो इंडिया के लिए ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा ज़रूरी थी कि ये गोल 5 को भी जितने इसके जो प्रोविजंस हैं उनको फॉलो अप करें. So the central government has recently given a final shape that they would be allowing and increasing the जो marriage की age है that has been extended from 18 to 21 years, right? A legal law was passed and it has also sent to the scrutiny committee, parliamentary standing committee को भी भेज दी गई है for their scrutinization and recommendations. We'll see, because as of now government are of the notion that it should be not 18 but 21 year of a legal marriage age. Now, talking about the conventions and the rule that is actually being followed globally, क्या क्या ऐसे rules or procedures are followed हैं. So, India has already ratified the Convention on Elimination for All Form of Discriminations Against Women. This is in 1993. So, India is more obliged to follow up this, the rules and procedures. And Article 16 of the convention strict forbid any kind of child marriage and asks the government to identify and enforce the minimum age of marriage for women. For time being, it is still 18, but very soon the government is planning to increase it 21. Since 1998, India has a national legislation that exclusively on human right protections, जो कि ड्राफ्ट की गई थी in consonance with international instruments such as Universal Declaration on Human Rights, right? 1948 के declarations हैं और protection of women एक बहुत ही important aspects है where early child marriage is protected for their बेसिक राइट्स, माउंटेड स्टेप्स दैट वुड बी टेकन और यहाँ पे लेजिस्लेटिव फ्रेमवर्क के साथ बैकिंग की जरूरत है बिकॉज वंस द बिल इज पास्ड एनी क्राइम और समथिंग इज डन इट कम्स अंडर द पीनल प्रोविजंस एंड देयर इज अ कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ which is established to ensure that and even the police and the state authorities would ensure that ये जो laws बनी है उसकी proper implementations हो रही है. So this is the benefit of legal framework for anything that is backed by the parliament. Now, it has been established to child marriage that exposed women to many other problems such as early pregnancy, malnutrition, violence, mental, emotions और physical challenges भी हैं काफ़ी इस तरह के early marriage of childhood. So, such marriage has therefore been brought under the ambit of provision of Child Marriage Act 2006, which government find it at that point of time very needful because child marriage is something which is not good for the health of that particular girl or even the newborn baby. So several sections of 2A were declared that women under the age of 18 to be children while the men at age 21 should be considered eligible for any marriage purposes. Now the age of the voting is equal to the men and women. दोनों की जो age है voting की अगर बात करें that is same, that 18 plus is eligible to cast a vote. एंड विलफुल ये इसीलिए कही गई है कि अगर वोटिंग में अगर राइट्स हैं तो इवन फॉर मैरिज ऑल्सो दिस राइट टू सम एक्सटेंट जो एक सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी है या फिर जो गवर्नमेंट की बैकिंग करे उनका कहना है कि इट शुड बी सेम फॉर बोथ मेन एंड वुमेन, दैट इज 21 शुड बी इक्विवेलेंट फॉर बोथ मेन एंड वुमेन in terms of marriages. So today women stand on equal footing to men in one possible sphere, that is talking about in terms of technology, in terms of their employment, in terms of advancement, in terms of military engagement. So women has come to a possible sphere of life as far as with men. Now way forward की अगर बात करें, the equality marriage age has brought by the government will add many initiatives to promote women education, right? और ये ऑल इंडिया सर्वे में देखी गई है that enrollment of female student is higher education has increased from 46.2% और ये बढ़ करके आगे 49% हो चुकी है. So this is a good result. This is a positive result that shows that yes, that women enrollment in the overall education system has increased. And the overall growth of the female education enrollment has also increased by 18.2%. So these are the factual data that you can even use in the mains examination, right? Now it is notable that Ujjwala and Mudra Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, the largest section of beneficiaries of this scheme is women. This is again an important point. And women empowerment will definitely call for more equality, not in terms of only increasing the age of the marriage, but it is essentially very much required that women should be kept always with the par with the men. चाहे वो शॉर्ट कमीशन सर्विस की बात हो जिसमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी इससे इत्तेफाक रखा है that it is very important that yes, women should be the part and should be equally treated as a par with men. इस वजह से अभी डिफेंस फोर्सेस में अभी अलाउ की गई है एनडीए के एग्जाम्स. यू कैन कोट द एग्जाम्पल दैट इवन इन द एनडीए एग्जामिनेशन और जो सैनिक स्कूल्स हैं उसमें भी गवर्नमेंट ने अलाउ की है सारे वुमेन्स को टू टेक एडमिशन, राइट? सो इफ गवर्नमेंट इज क्रिएटिंग एंड नर्चरिंग दिस नोशन इज दिस माइंडसेट दैट बोथ men and women is on the equal footing, so this is something that has to be promoted, right? तो एक जेंडर इक्वालिटी पे आपके साथ मेंस में भी क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर द केस स्टडी, राइट? सो दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट द एडिटोरियल. Now, if you want to get into the MCQ questions, we'll see the MCQ question that is relevant for your examination. So, talking about the answers for the previous day, this is something. And before we proceed with the answer, just to tell you that the prelims test series, we have high 60 quality tests that you can avail with the IAS Gazetted magazine. 12 month subscription can be availed. मैंने वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में इसके लिंक दिए हुए हैं, आप ज़्यादा जानकारी वहाँ से चेक कर सकते हैं. Now let's move to the answers. For first question, the correct option is C. For second question, the correct option is C. Now, the first question for today's practice is that National Science Day is celebrated every year to commemorate the discovery of Newton's law. और इस बार की थीम है फ्यूचर फॉर STI, that is science, innovations and technology impacts education, skill and work. If you know, it's very good. If not, you have to check the details because this type of news is important for the examination. इंस्टीट्यूशनल रैंकिंग फ्रेमवर्क रिसेंटली रिलीज की गई थी, नीति आयोग ने इसको एस्टैब्लिश किया है एंड द फ्रेमवर्क आउटलाइन द मेथडोलॉजी टू रैंक इंस्टीट्यूशन अक्रॉस द कंट्री. सो यू हैव टू स्टडी दिस ऑन डिटेल ऑल्सो so that you come to know what is the NIRF and how it actually functions. और भी अभी रिसेंट में जो रैंकिंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस की जाती है वो कैसे की जाती है, नीति आयोग के क्या रोल्स हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें आपको देखने की ज़रूरत है. So this was all about the daily news and editorial analysis followed by the MCQ questions. If you have any other concern, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.